I am Julia Roberts at the Plaza.
What is going on with the Fairmont Hotels?
Like, I'm
No,
just
it's
a
not a good
girl
feeling.
trying to have a drink at the Plaza, okay?
Yeah.
Sue me.
You have that mixed tag match coming up for AAA with Ethan Page, which I'm super excited about. I'm a big Ethan Page fan.
Two totally different performers come together and manage to work so in sync and so in unison and so well together. Like, I just never thought that would happen. She is going to Natty's and she is working her ass off every week, multiple times a week. And people just do not see the work that she does behind closed doors.
It's about to get Gabby AF.
We about to get Gabby AF, Gabby AF. We about to get Gabby AF, Gabby AF.
Hello and welcome to Gabby AF. I know I say this a lot, that I'm super excited to have this guest on. I have a recurring guest. She's been on before, okay? I have been trying to get her back on for a few months now because she's one of my favorite people in the entire world just to talk to. And you know her, you love her. She's back. It's Chelsea Green, ladies and gentlemen. There she is in all her glory. Look at that.
Oh, wow. Reoccurring guest.
Yeah.
Love that.
We got to make it like a thing, I think.
Love that.
Once a month. It was hard to get you on, but I think we could do it once a month and everybody at WWE would absolutely love it to
Look,
keep
I don't want to
booking
brag, Gabby, but I'm booked and busy, baby.
You are. Listen, it's what a beautiful thing that is to be, and truly no one more deserving. Thank you for taking some time out from work today. You look beautiful. You got the fancy WWE stuff in the background.
You too can look this way. All you need to do is have hair, makeup, 6 hours. No.
Yeah. No. WWE has some of the best glam I've ever seen, by the way.
I know. Don't get me started. They're so good. And they're all just like good people.
Yeah.
Good, normal girlies and boys.
Yeah. I love that. But you're like, I don't even care where we start. I don't care what we talk about. And the one thing that I've been following so closely that might throw everybody else off listening, but like, what is going on with the Fairmont Hotels?
Dude.
I need to talk to you about this because this is insane.
So basically, you know, the saga happened. For anyone who doesn't know, I walked into the Fairmont Plaza in New York City. I tried to have a drink at the bar with Maxxine before a Broadway show. We got kicked out. The bodyguards basically surrounded us and insinuated that we were ladies of the night, and which was crazy because I've worn way smaller clothes.
Yeah.
And I said something. I tweeted about it and said something. And the Fairmont, they did not respond for a very long time until I posted the photo of the men who insinuated that. And then it got real for them. Then they realized, like, oh, shoot.
Yeah.
Anyway, so they gave me a gift certificate. They said anywhere in the world for 2 days. I was like, 2 days? Okay, I'll take it.
Yeah.
And I went to basically cash in. That was in 2024. I went to cash in because my mom and I are going on a really cute little girly trip to London.
Yeah.
And I was like, you know what, Mom? Wait. Let's stay at the beautiful Fairmont in London. Let's treat ourselves. And I went to go cash her in, and they basically said, no, it's expired. And also, we gave you that gift certificate for the Vancouver Fairmont, which is ridiculous because why would I ever want to go to the Fairmont in my hometown?
Right.
I'm going to sleep in my sister's bed. Are you kidding me? I'm going to sleep at my parents' house. Like, and at this point, I have realized that it's a battle I am not going to win because, you know, it's champagne problems. It truly is. It's champagne problems.
Yes.
Like, at the end of the day, my mom and I are going on an amazing girl trip to London. Boo-hoo, I can't stay at a Fairmont, but I'll never stay at a Fairmont again on my dime.
It's actually crazy because I remember when it first happened and then it got revamped up again when they tried to say that it expired.
Yeah, last week.
Yeah, literally just happened. And like even Matt was tweeting about it, obviously, because he's like, dude, like my wife is clearly not an escort. Like, you know, but like, it's just so funny to me because they're still like, I feel like they didn't take it seriously until they realized also you're kind of like a public figure and they're like, oh, maybe it's going to make me look bad, but they're still like, haven't done anything to resolve the issue.
Like, I think I'm such a like a warrior when it comes to things like that, where it's like, no, don't try to screw the little people. And I know people don't think like, but you're not the little person, but it's like, but I am like, I don't want to be spoken to like that. Like, I'm just a girl trying to have a drink at the plaza. Okay. Screw me. Anyway, so that's that. We are no longer supporting the Fairmont.
No, we're not.
And
are we being Pretty Woman for Halloween? What are we doing? Are we going to make a joke out of it, at least at this point?
I don't need to be Pretty Woman for Halloween because I am Pretty Woman.
Yes.
I am Julia Roberts at the plaza.
You legit. Are you a Halloween girly, by the way?
I'm such.
Okay.
Oh, I love dressing up. Any theme party, any costume event, Halloween, everything. I totally am. I have a Snow White outfit for TV if I am booked on Salt Lake City for Halloween. And if not, I will continue. Maybe I will still wear it at my house. I don't know.
I can tell you were a girly for the Halloween because your gear's always so good.
Like I just love a theme. I love a theme. I love a reason to sway one way or another, you know, like to do my hair and makeup a fun way.
Yeah.
And I feel like I get to do that for work all the time. So
well, and SmackDown is on Halloween.
Salt Lake City, baby.
Just saying. You should be a Salt Lake City housewife because just thinking about it. I don't know. Well, I know we're with the Bravo girlies, but like that wouldn't be a bad idea.
I might bring my fur coat and be Meredith. Who knows?
Oh, is she your fave?
I don't necessarily have a fave.
Okay.
I think that they're all hilarious. I think that's one of the best housewife franchises.
Yes. How was that experience, by the way? Because, okay, when you did Watch What Happens Live, because I popped off and I texted you immediately and was like, you're living my dream. Like, I want to be the bartender on Watch What Happens Live. Like, that's a goal for me in life, which might be strange because the men listening to this podcast probably don't know what we're talking about.
No, they have no idea. But
Bravo, Housewives, Andy Cohen.
Everything you could have imagined. Andy was so perfect looking in real life. Like his skin, his hair, the look. And it was such a small, intimate set. It was really, really cool.
Yeah. No, I met him because he obviously works at SiriusXM. He has his show. And I met him in the elevator one time. And he was like so kind. He's so little in real life, which I don't think people also realize that he's short.
He's tiny.
He's so tiny. And he was like in the corner of the elevator, like just smiling, like, hi, how are you? When, by the way, there are hosts at SiriusXM and people that like don't even give you the time of day.
Yeah, no, he's very sweet.
Yeah, he's very down to earth. So.
And it's nice when you meet someone with like, I guess, I don't know how to say it, but like status that's kind.
Like you.
Oh, stop.
You're like a real one. Like, please, you don't have to be as nice as you are.
I was really just setting you up for that.
You were, which that's why we work so well together. Obviously, I already knew it was coming. But you mentioned Maxxine, which is someone I wanted to talk to you about because, I mean, the progress of her has been incredible. She's one of my favorite people to watch on Raw every night. That match she just had with Becky, I think we're going to get number 3 out of this. Like, I would love to see it for her like happen and get this win over Becky Lynch. She did note that you're one of those people that, you know, mentors her, that she wants to make proud. So talk a little bit about that for you in that relationship.
So I actually met Maxxine when I believe she was still in NXT, but she might've just been called up and been, you know, paired with LA Knight. Mm-hmm. And I didn't have a job yet. I was still at TNA and we went for a girls' night. And I thought she was just like such a good person. She was so down to earth, like, and not that I felt like I wanted to take her under my wing at all, but I think that's naturally what happens when you become friends with someone in this industry and one person has so much more, just like, I have so many more years in wrestling than she does. So naturally, she's going to have questions for me, or I'm going to have advice for her, or, you know, we're going to get into situations where I might like give her my 2 cents and, you know, like just things like that. And we immediately, when I got called back, we were like, oh, well, we're traveling together. Yeah. So we traveled together until we got split up, which was absolutely heartbreaking. We just travel kind of on our own now. So sad. But yeah, we have a really good friendship. And, you know, with that, like, comes honesty. So I just tell her what I think, but also I always want to remind like all of my friends, but especially someone that was so new in the business, like, this isn't everything. I know it feels like everything, and the weight of this world comes crashing down on you at times. You know, you have a bad match, or the internet doesn't like you, or, you know, you flub your line. Like, it's not that serious. Like, we're just play fighting in our underwear. And you need to just like put the phone away, go to bed, do things for yourself, have a hobby, or hang out with, you know, your fiance or whatever makes you happy. Do things outside of this so that it doesn't feel so heavy.
Yeah.
And I think because I've been doing it so long, it's easy for me to say that. But we're a good balance of each other.
Yeah. And that advice that you gave her is something like I actually see from watching her earlier in the year to like watching her now. I can kind of tell
Can't you
that
tell she's having fun?
you could tell she's having fun, but she's also working her ass off because of how much she's improved.
Yes.
And it's like a little more natural to her now. It's not as like, it's not as maybe even possibly like robotic of how it is. Like you could just tell she's enjoying herself.
Oh,
And
she's so good. Watching
it's so
her
good.
is amazing. And I mean, I think that is because she is going to Natty's and she is working her ass off every week, multiple times a week. And people just do not see the work that she does behind closed doors. It's way more than I do.
Yeah.
Way more.
Yeah.
Way more. And I'm always like, I don't know how you do it. But it's amazing. And at this point in your career, that's what you have to do in order to succeed, you know? And I was so happy that she went out there and she crushed those matches with Becky, and she will continue to because of the hard work she puts in.
Yeah. And that's something I love about you, Charles, is like you are a girl's girl and like a lot of people aren't. And even when I'm being serious because like everyone's dealt with people that like aren't really like that. And even like I just did some stuff with TNA and I was talking to a couple girls and we were talking about some people. And they mentioned you specifically as like, oh, like she was so kind to me when I first got here and she like showed me the ropes here. And like, I'll tell you who like asked her because I don't want to call her out, but we were just talking about it. And she was like, she's just one of those people that like makes you comfortable in 10 seconds to like ask a question or to do this. And she genuinely cares. She's not doing it for her own benefit at the end of the day, but it also pays off.
Nice.
I know it's nice, right?
That's nice to hear because, you know, when I got into the business, and I'm sure it was way worse in the past, but when I got into the business, like I was really put down often for just not having the knowledge. Like you don't know what you don't know. And I always, when people are given a hard time, I'm always like, but did anyone ever teach them?
Right.
Did anyone ever teach them the correct way before scolding them? Like, did anyone ever teach them, you know, the finishing moves that we do before telling them, you know, like, why would you do that? Like, it's just, you don't know what you don't know. And I never want someone to feel stupid for asking. I'd rather you come to me and ask me as opposed to go out there and do something and get in trouble or feel like little.
Yeah. Especially like in such a male dominated business. And when it comes to sports in general, like I just feel like if girls aren't kind of being girls to be like, let's all succeed. Cause if you look good, it makes me look good.
Yes.
But I just had Tracy Brooks on and she said, Molly Holly told her advice was like, you can't get yourself like over. You can't get yourself over. Like you need other people to do it for you.
That is true. And you know what? I love Tracy and I love Molly.
Yeah.
They're the best.
I only talk to girls that are cool, Chelsea.
I love that. You know what? That's why we're friends.
I know. We are actually friends, by the way. Sometimes I bring people on, I'm like, my friend, and I'm like, I just met them. But we are actually best friends. Yeah. Even if you know it or not. But you're doing everything right now. Let's get into like the meat and potatoes of everything that you're doing. Because you're all over the place. Australia, you're just in Saudi, you're here, you're flying here, you're on NXT. You're on SmackDown. We're seeing, you know, you're putting in double work because Piper's injured. You know what I'm saying? Your girl's out. It's all over the place. So let's start with NXT. You have that mixed tag match coming up for AAA with Ethan Page, which I'm super excited about. I'm a big Ethan Page fan. Even though you guys are Canadians, I'm a lover. I'm a lover. I don't hate.
We're North Americans. Do you know what I mean?
But like also just together, your guys' chemistry together is pretty incredible. When you guys like linked up and had this happen, like, did you kind of know it was going to be as good as it was, or was like, how close are you with Ethan before it even happened for you guys to like make the magic that you do.
Gabby, I had never met this man in my life. So I had always heard about Ethan Page. Obviously, like we're Canadian. We always know about people in the indie scene.
You have meetings every Wednesday, right?
Yeah, exactly. We have our annual meeting, our bi-weekly meeting.
Yeah.
And that went from annual to bi-weekly. That's fine. And so I always knew about him, and he was kind of like, I don't want to say he was coming up at the same time as me because he was on the indies for so much longer than me. Like he's been wrestling for like 20 years, but
yeah.
As he was kind of seeing his rise, so was I. But funny enough, we never wrestled together. We were never on the same shows. We never crossed paths. And because I preach, like, go home and do something other than wrestling, I really didn't know anything about him. Like, I didn't do my research. So they called me and they were like, hey, you're going to come into NXT next week or whatever. I was like, sure, say less.
Yeah.
And then as I was on my way in, I was like, but what am I doing? What's happening? I thought maybe I had a match. Maybe I don't know. And they were like, oh, you're actually coming out to Ethan Page's promo. And I'm like, oh, okay, cool. I did not think anything of it. And then I was backstage and he walked out to start talking and we really didn't interact before that. Like we had a quick rehearsal, but not even really. We didn't even really get to know each other. We were kind of awkward because, you know, it's weird when you're two women. That's one thing, trying to figure out your dynamic. That's already weird. If you don't look alike or have the same character, it's weird. But now a man and a woman, that's different because that's just like so many things are going on that you need to figure out. And usually you would have time or your partners with that person, like you're literally spouses or something, right? But we had no connection. So he walks out and he starts talking and I'm like, holy shit.
They're so good.
Oh, he's me.
Yeah.
I think I'm like, oh my, and I was just like so caught off guard. And then I get in the ring and I'm talking and I can feel like out of my peripherals, I can feel his facial expressions. I can feel his energy. And he like leans over like this. And I'm like, he's perfect.
Yeah.
He's exactly what we have been missing that we didn't even know we were missing.
Right.
And then after that, I think we both, like after that promo, I think we both immediately knew like, oh, this is something. And we just continued to build and learn that we had the same goals in mind and learn that we had the same work ethic and drive. And, you know, I was like, would text him like, hey, do you mind if I like pitch you for this? Do you mind if, you know, we meet up and do this video? Do you mind if we do a TikTok? Is that weird? Like,
the TikToks are so good.
You have to learn each other's boundaries and it's just different than with women. It just is like, and at the end of the day, it really wasn't. Like, it has been way better than I could have ever imagined. And I have been so stuck on like trying to get him to the main roster because I can't unsee this duo and this group now with the girls too.
100%. And I think on the main roster, especially, you have so many of these, even just like couples now with AJ Lee being back, you know, Becky is, I know Seth's injured, but you got Becky on this thing, you know, Roxanne's in the Judgment Day. You can mix up so many when it comes to factions, like,
oh my gosh,
women and men.
Look at Meechin and BFAB with the Street Profits. Look at Thea, you know,
so
like,
oh my God, Thea now with Zelina and Alistair with their whole new big entrance. Like, I am a massive fan of mixed tag.
Me too.
And I don't think we see it enough. And I don't think it always has to be a couple. Like, it's cool when it's a couple because you have the emotion there, right? Yeah. Obviously. But also, like, it's even cooler when you're not a couple.
I think there's like something special about seeing two totally different performers come together and manage to work so in sync and so in unison and so well together. Like, I just never thought that would happen because I'd already done that with my husband. And it was hard with my husband. In fact, it was harder with my husband than it is with Ethan because you have to go home to your husband at night.
Yeah.
And, you know, you're already speaking to each other the way you would at home. And you have to relearn how to speak to each other at work. You know, Matt and I had never worked together when we were stuck stuck together, when we were stuck together,
Yeah.
or for Slammiversary, like we had to learn in that moment how to talk to each other, because the way we talk to each other at home is not the same way we talk to coworkers.
Right.
But the way I talk to Ethan is the way I talk to a coworker.
Mm-hmm.
He's a coworker. He's a friend. I would talk to him the same way that I would be speaking to Maxxine.
Right.
It's just different.
It's almost probably too, you almost feel more pressure to want to do better for someone that isn't your husband, that you could go home and like have the conversation with afterwards.
Yes.
You know,
I don't want to mess up in front of Ethan Page.
Right.
And have to be like, oh, I swear I'm a better wrestler than that. Or like, you know, like,
yeah,
it's just, it's different. Like my husband and I have more skin in the game together. Like, you know, so yeah. It's been a really, really cool learning and growing experience. And I think it's also opened up WWE's eyes to like, oh, we can do this. Like,
yeah,
they can work together.
That's why I'm so excited for this match, because I think it will show that a lot in a different kind of way. You know, Mr. Iguana scares me a little bit. So I'm really hoping you guys get the win over this, because I'm just
Me too, honey. I don't know that I want to be in a ring with the old iguana man.
No, right? It's like, are you a man or a lizard? Either way, you're probably going to lie. Either way, you're going to lie to me about something. So I'm not going to like it. You're slithery either way. You know what I mean? That's my experiences.
Yeah.
Oh, who would win? This was also my fun question about you and Ethan Page. You and Ethan, or Steph and Matt? Right? I think that's a good one.
No, that's good.
I know.
That's good because they're established. Like they've got.
Yeah, but I don't know. They haven't been together for a while now.
But you know, they had a groove going.
I know, they're crazy together.
Yeah, they did. They put a lot of time and effort in, and I fear that if Ethan had to travel with me that much, he might have a mental breakdown.
He can handle it. He's a little nuts too. Come on, he's a lot. You know what I mean? I think it's okay.
No, I don't know him. I don't know him well enough to say if he's nuts or not, but I do think he probably has a crazy side to him.
I think I kind of just put, and not in a bad way, I put all wrestlers in the slot of like, you have to be a little bit crazy to be a wrestler. Like from the people I've met, like
a few screws loose for sure.
Yeah, you're not. But in the best way possible, because you guys are the greatest, and I love interviewing you all, and love to have Ethan on one day. So I'm not trying to say that in a bad way, but he's probably a little crazy, you know? Speaking of your husband though, we got to talk about Matt, obviously, because he was on your turf on NXT, put out a showing, like ridiculous. The pop that man gets showing up at NXT is absurd over like anybody else with this crossover that they have going on. I mean, I'm just waiting. I'm waiting for the day that he gets that signing or shows up. But the craziest part about him, and when you both
time, but for Matt,
I know we got to call it Matt. I don't know. We got to make something for Matt.
Yeah, we'll figure that out. We'll workshop that.
But he doesn't even need it. Like, even when you talk to him, he's like, if it happens, it happens. But like, he does so much, and he's all over the place. And he's just, the way he is on social media and the way you are on social media is better than 99% of the people.
I mean,
in the business.
I've learned it from him. Like,
yeah,
I was so proud of him when he came back to NXT, and just like the reaction he got, like all those weeks he was there, he kept getting more and more. Like, it was amazing, and he deserves that and so much more.
Yeah.
And I know that I am biased, but he is by far the best indie wrestler quite possibly to ever come out of the indies, like ever. Yeah. And if you had have asked me, gosh, 6 years ago, if I would ever think that he could cut it on the indies, not a chance. Not a chance. And just he has proved, he likes to say like he doesn't want to prove his doubters wrong, he wants to prove the fans right, but like he proved everyone wrong, because all we saw him as was this, you know, typical baby face, like boy band member. And like, he has just done a complete 180, changed everyone's opinion of not only him, but the independent scene and how you can make a living off of it. And I just think that like he will go down in history as one of those people that forever changed professional wrestling independently.
I agree. I love Matt. Every time I see him, I always say like, "Oh, you're here, not Chelsea," because I like mess with him. But what he has done for the landscape of pro wrestling and just the digital networking of sides of like staying relevant and not needing the powerhouse of like a company behind you has changed. It's just been such an inspiration for so many people that don't have that to fall back on and don't have that one thing. So it's like, and everybody knows it. Like you think Matt Cardona, everybody knows who he is. And it's pretty insane. And that's like, you go home to him every day and he's just like, hey, and by the way, you guys ribbing each other about the action figures and the BS and all that kind of stuff. I don't really know how you deal with it because it takes, listen, you're a very strong woman to deal with things that he talks about on social media and the way he puts you out sometimes. But
one thing about me is like, I grew up in a household where we've spoken about this before, but like, even though I'm not Italian or like Latina or like
you're Jersey.
Exactly. I'm not Italian. I'm not Latina. I'm not Jersey. Like I'm not like those. I'm white, but my family is so like loud and boisterous and like it, when you sit at the dinner table at my house, you need to be able to hold your own. And so I knew getting into a relationship, I couldn't be with somebody who wasn't like that, who didn't push my buttons or even push me to just be a better person.
Yeah.
And he does that. Like he drives me absolutely nuts. And when you come to our house, it's loud and we're, you know, like yelling at each other and we're making fun of each other and stuff. But like, that's just how I grew up too.
Yeah. He's a Long Island boy. He's going to be obnoxious.
Exactly.
It's the long, believe me, I could never date a guy from Long Island. I have enough going on in my life, Jersey wise, that this is what I have to deal with. But 1000, you would have been bored as shit with like a country boy from like.
No, I needed a New Jersey Italian, a Long Island boy, or a spicy Spanish guy. You know what I mean? And I got a Long Island Italian.
Thank you, Cody Rhodes. At the end of the day, let's be for real. He's the one.
God bless Brandy and Cody.
I know. And yes, but I deal with the same shit, Chelsea, because literally everyone's like, you know what you need, Gabby? You need a nice, calm country guy, like blah, blah. I was like, I will
eat them up.
He would hate me after like, what do you mean? And if you can't hold a conversation and then there's like no sarcasm, there's no banter, I am so far out of there. Like I have to run for the hills. Yeah. But I'm a nightmare. I think I'm going to be forever single. So it's just going to be.
No, you won't. You won't, because like, it'll be someone like good.
You'd be the only person I would trust.
And you're just like, you're like my sister. Like she also needs a strong guy who's going to like put her in her place, but also let her be an alpha. That's what I have. So you will.
Because I'm not an alpha. I'm just outgoing. But you need to challenge me in it.
Exactly.
You know what I mean? But this dating now, Charles, is very hard because everybody.
Oh, I know, because my poor sister. I totally get it, dude. The pool gets smaller and smaller, but guess what? Everyone, it goes in waves, honey. And when everyone gets divorced, you'll find a good one.
Do you matchmake for her ever?
Well, it's hard. It's hard out there.
Yeah. And wrestlers,
I would never. I would never. If I wasn't with Matt, I would never be with a wrestler.
I know. But what do you do when they're the only people around?
Nope. You find a hobby and then you find one. Start playing football, girl.
Oh my God. Football players are even worse, Chelsea.
No athletes. No athletes.
I know. Okay.
Hey, take a math class.
I have a lot of tea to tell you. Not for the show, but I'll tell you about a bunch of stuff later because we got a lot to talk about when it comes to that kind of stuff. But and also, you know what I just saw that Matt was doing? I just saw him do that short film with like Jason Kelsey for the Garage Beer. And I'm like, I'm sorry. Matt Cardona, what is happening? Because are you even a football girly or not really?
No, I'm Canadian, dude. I only know hockey.
I almost wore my Rangers hat, but I didn't know if it would piss you off.
Oh, no. I like all hockey. You know what I mean? Yay, go sports.
I know. You're not like really diehard for any teams.
No, because I traveled so much. And so I was a Canucks girly all the way up until the Bruins Canucks
Yeah.
up where everything happened. And then I moved to Calgary and I was a Flames girly. And then I dated a Lightning player. So then I was a Lightning fan. So she kind of like is a bandwagon hopper.
Yeah. The groupie. But you're Chelsea Green. So if they're a Chelsea Green fan, it's the same thing. You know what I mean? Like,
I mean, at this point, like he would be lucky to say that he dated the Chelsea Green.
That's the best place to get in your life is when you can look back and be like, that he has to see me on TV every week. Like, imagine hating
I
me
bet it
screen.
just like ruins his morning coffee when he sees my face doing the unprettier.
I know.
No, I have no idea if he even knows that I do this, but it's just a funny thought when you just think about like even people from high school and stuff. Like,
it's crazy.
Doesn't everyone in the world want to go back to their high school reunion better than they came out of high school?
Yes.
Everyone.
What were you like in high school? That's like a random question, but I'm so curious to know.
I was friends with everyone.
Okay.
I dated the older boys. I went to all the parties. I had the parties. I had a really great high school experience. I have 0 notes and zero notes. And the girl that I was unkind to, it haunted me for years after. I ended up seeing her at a bar, like probably like 10 years after high school, and I apologized to her. It was still like weighing heavy on me.
Yeah, I could see that. But you're also high school, you're so young, you make dumb mistakes. As long as you like know that when you like grow and mature from them, you know what I mean?
It was all boy stuff. It was all like, you kissed my boyfriend.
Yeah. Kissed. Yes, exactly. Like, how dare you?
How dare you?
Little bitch. Well, we don't like that either in high school, but at least you made up for it later on. Like, that's totally fine.
Yeah, I don't want to be mean to anyone anymore. I'm too old for that shit.
No, and karma's a real thing, at the end of the day. It's kind of like the energy you put out, you receive back in the world, I do feel like.
It's so much cuter to be kind.
Yeah, it is. Because how can you hate somebody that's just nice to you?
Somewhere Matt's watching this, like, bitch, you're never kind to me.
Matt, listen, you're the nice one, I think. Matt's rougher around the edges than you are, really.
He is. It's so funny because, like, he's such a tough person. Like, he's such a tough nut to crack. He's so awkward and shy and, like more abrasive than I am.
Mm-hmm.
Like, I can kind of, like, sugarcoat everything, but, that's why we work.
Yeah, listen, it's all about balance at the end of the day. I wouldn't know anything about that, but I believe you because you seem happy.
Thank you.
Okay, but we are talking a little bit. Obviously, Matt was over with this whole collab that NXT has been doing with TNA, and we're seeing you a lot in NXT. I know you are keeping your eye on this stuff. I know you watch the shows. You see the new, Tatum Paxley is now the new champion. Do you know Tatum at all? Are you going to be eyeing that a little bit? Is that something that you could be catching your interest possibly?
So before Tatum, I was always talking to JC about, wanting to come and have a feud with her and bring her up to the main roster after. And I just saw JC today and I was like, okay, so we've lost the title.
Yeah.
Okay, we can be called up. We're good. And then later on, I saw Tatum and I congratulated her. And, it's really nice to watch someone. I don't want to say from start to finish because you're never finished, but like from conception.
Right.
To this. Like, it's so cool to watch the evolution because for so long, I was the one evolving. Mm-hmm. And now I feel like I'm able to take a step back. I've been doing this 11 years and watch and love like these younger girls coming up and learning how to wrestle and like establishing a character and feeling confident. And now Tatum's a champion and she's going to be leading. She's going to be guiding. People are going to be looking at her for advice. Like, it's just, I love that.
Yeah.
I love it. And love to take that title off her.
What about the TNA title? Because it is in NXT right now. And it is something you've had history with.
And I love Kalani.
I love her too.
Gorgeous inside and out.
Beautiful. She was one of the sweetest people I've ever met.
And I would love to take the title off her and have a full circle moment.
Could you imagine? I don't know.
In TNA.
I just think for you, someone who's had the history in TNA like you've had, what that title could mean on you now is so massive, and it could really change the game. It's something that,
and I technically never held the TNA title. I held the Impact Knockouts title.
Isn't that insane though to say?
Yeah, I know.
Could you imagine how insufferable you would be if you had the TNA title?
You would never hear the end of it.
But you showing up on TNA and like, you know, open challenges to all these girls, like blah, 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 and then showing back up on NXT, bringing it up to the main roster, like doing what you got to do. Like,
honey, I'd be having
it would be epic.
Breakfast with that title.
Oh my God. Butt naked in bed, hanging out. You know what I mean? Like,
I bring it in the shower. I'd scrub it up, dub it.
Not to mention your husband works for the company and you get to be like, by the way, you've been here for a while. I just showed up on the title and you're just sitting there with nothing.
That's right. And don't you forget it.
I don't know. I would love to see it. I'm very high on this collab because I think it's showcasing so much talent that like you might not have seen, and just like these matchups that we're seeing right now are insane. Like the fact that Kalani's the TNA champion, and you know, you have Jordan back in the mix trying to get in on it. You had JC for so long. Even on the men's side, like Leon Slater, who's 21 years old, in those matches with like Javon, like it's just crazy to me. The opportunities are endless. And for someone like you, like, I don't know, it gets me excited to think about. So I'm hoping that's going to happen for you very shortly. That's where this is going to lead to, because I think Chelsea Green looks better with a title around her waist.
Same. I mean, but I can't deny that.
So we know Piper's injured, and you've been doing the big campaign on social media, which genius, by the way. Is this your idea, or was this just kind of fall into fruition? Because it's my favorite thing that I've seen.
No, you know me. I'm always thinking about what's next. And, you know, with an injury, it's tough because you never want someone to feel like they're replaceable or disposable, because especially like Piper, she's not. And she put in a lot of work at WWE and with this partnership as my tag team partner, and then obviously as a Slajan. So I just wanted to be like respectful and let it breathe for a second.
Yeah.
And after a couple weeks, I was like, all right, Alba, like we got to get to work. Like, you know, nobody is going to help us in this industry. So I kind of like ruminated a little bit and tried to think about like, what can we do? And I was just like, look, we don't know where we're going. We don't know creatively what's happening. So let's hop on the old internet and, you know, like start something and just like get people talking. And that way, whatever happens, and we go from there.
Yeah.
You know?
Do you think that's something in the future, at like as of right now, you would welcome another girl into the mix with you guys? Is that like the plan? Is that something you want to do right now?
Or a guy.
I know we talked about Ethan.
Or a dog.
Oh, by the way, this is going to be very sad for me. But do you know what I did today that is probably so weird? But while I was doing it, I was like, I feel like Chelsea would get it. Because you mentioned dog.
What?
I went to a dog park without a dog and was just like...
No, I love that.
Playing with the dogs and like talking to the people about their dogs.
You're welcome at my dog park anytime you want.
Do you know how many people told me I was weird? I texted Tommy Dreamer and I was like, is it weird? He goes, that's the weirdest thing I've ever heard. Like that.
It wouldn't be the first time someone has done that at my park.
Like they just make me happy. It was a cold day. It was gloomy. I had time to kill. I was not in the best mood. And I was like, oh, all these dogs are wrong. Like, I'm going to sit at that dog park and play with dogs.
I love that. And if I didn't have 3 dogs, I would be doing that.
I know. I need to come dog sit your dogs.
Come down. Come to my park around 5:30. It's the best. We've got about 30 doodles. We got 1 million huskies. We got the best dogs. You'd love it.
I know. Well,
so welcome anytime. We won't judge.
I know. I felt like I felt a little sad for myself. And then I actually asked Twitter and everyone said it was weird. So I deleted it because I felt like, oh, now they know that it's weird.
Matt always tells me like they've seen it now. Don't delete it. And I'm like,
oh, I don't care.
It makes me feel better. Delete.
I don't care. I even admitted to deleting it. That's how much I don't care. But
yeah. Like, that's so good.
Listen, it's not. I'm not going to make waves like you would. You know what I mean? But so like what? Okay, so I'm gonna wrap soon because I know you have a life and you have things to do. But what are you happy right now in everything that's going on? Is there something you want
I'm
more
literally
for yourself?
miserable. No, I'm sorry. Keep going. Keep going.
No, I just like, I want to know where your head's at, because obviously every time we talk, so much has happened or so much has gone by, and you're in a different place, even mentally, personally, work-wise. Like, what's something for you that is the goal next? Like, what is that number one focus right now? If you were like, put me on the pedestal and that's what I'm doing, or are you just kind of riding the wave and like seeing some things out?
So I'm kind of in an interesting time, and I think people like sense that even on social media. Like, I'm directionless, but not necessarily in a bad way. Like, I came back and I have been non-stop. I have not stopped moving and bopping from brand to brand in 3 years. I just resigned.
Oh, yay.
Thank you. I'm like so happy here. And I'm okay to take a moment and fill my days and my weeks with like media and traveling to represent WWE as more of like the face, you know. I love being on TV every week. And obviously I'm saying that, and that's so ridiculous because I am currently on SmackDown, NXT, and AAA in 1 week. Like, so I am still busy, even though I don't necessarily have a direction. But I'm happy, and I think that that's all that matters. It's not always about, and I've said this over and over again, but it's not always about winning. It's not always about being on a pay-per-view. Like, I know what I bring to this company, and I know that they can trust me with anything. And to me, it matters most that they can trust me to sit on here and have an hour-long conversation with you, as well as go to Saudi Arabia and represent them in, you know, a classy way, and go down to Mexico and draw a crowd or make people buy more tickets. Like, that is what makes me happy. I know that I'm of value to this company. Obviously, I have bigger goals. You know, I would love to elevate myself and be on par with the Rhea Ripley's and the Becky's and all the women who are fighting for the quote unquote top title. That's always going to be the goal. And it would be so stupid if I didn't say that, like, I want to be on WrestleMania, or, you know, I want to wrestle for the world title. I don't want to ever sell myself short, but like, day to day, I'm so happy, and I'm so busy. I am one of the busiest women in this company, whether I'm in the ring or not. And that's crazy, because if you had have asked me, you know, 6 years ago when I was in NXT and struggling, just fighting for my life to even be happy, like, I never would have thought this. So I feel like I'm in my mid-30s. I'm building this beautiful house with my beautiful husband and my beautiful dogs. Like, life is not that hard over here on this side of the camera.
Well, you still are earning everything you're doing because you work your ass off. It didn't, you know, it's not handed to you in what you do.
Like, I'm tired as hell, but I'm so happy with what I'm doing. My eyelids are drooping, but I love what I'm doing.
You're like, Gabby, shut up so I can go to bed. But like, I'm really happy. And she's
like, how blessed am I that this is my job? Like, I got hair and makeup, and I get to sit and chat with my friend. That's crazy.
Listen, I'm going to be seeing you on the big screen. That's when I'm going to be like, that's my girl. When I'm sitting in the movie theater watching you do something, because I know that's coming through.
I really think me too. Like, I think at this point in my wrestling career, like, I'm so happy and so fulfilled that, like, my goals kind of transcend the wrestling industry. And that's a really weird place to be in, because I spent so long trying to get here, and now I'm here, and I'm like, don't skip over this part. This is the good part. You know, this is the good part. You're here. But like, I want to be making movies. I want directors to come to me and hand me a script and want me on their set. And I want people to be like, oh, where did Chelsea Green, the movie star, come from? Like, oh, you didn't know she was a wrestler? Like, that's crazy, right?
I feel like that space hasn't been there yet for a female. You know, you have The Rocks, you have Batista, Cody Rhodes is doing movies, like, obviously Cena, you know what I'm saying? But like, the female version of that has not really presented itself yet.
And I think it doesn't need to be the quote unquote top girl.
Right.
I don't think
agree.
I just think it needs to be someone who is dedicated to the art of like acting and theater.
Yeah.
And, you know,
you take classes on that shit. You would always be like, yeah, I'm in this and like I'm doing that.
I was just talking to Thea Hale about acting classes. Yeah. Like I tell everyone, like, get in acting classes, go to Class Act in Orlando. Like they changed my life. Like they rocked my world when it came to acting. And I'm so busy, I haven't been able to go back in a long time, but I'm always auditioning. I'm always trying to get in and self-tape and make myself better. And you know, even doing pre-tapes with Ethan, I'm like picking his brain, and it's I just like to learn, and that's my little hobby.
It's a good hobby to have because I think it's gonna pay off for you at the end of the day. I really do.
Fingers crossed.
I'm excited for you. I love watching you. I say it not only to you, and I'm not kissing your ass no matter what. Every time someone asks me, I'm like, when Chelsea Green's on my screen, I'm never more entertained by anybody else. It's just who you are. And then knowing you and just watching you, like, you don't need to be a champion to make a difference on what you do. And I think that is what sets you apart from so many other people. So, and you're just the best. Like people don't realize, like, you actually are the best. Like you are the same person that you come across, like hilarious.
People definitely don't think that. They always think I'm putting on an act. And it's so funny when I end up like hanging out with girls outside of work and they're like, oh,
you're Chelsea. Yeah, that's who you are.
This is you. Oh, yeah. Okay. Got it.
I tried to tell you. You didn't want to believe it, but that's me. But you deserve all the good things coming to you. I cannot wait to watch you and Ethan together on AAA. I can't wait to see you hopefully be chopping it up with some of the girls in NXT, the main roster. I'm gonna keep my eye out. Listen, I would have tried out for Slagent, but you know, I don't have that much.
I feel like you're an honorary Slagent.
Dude,
you're doing work on the ground in TNA.
I got to do what I got to do for you. Right. I got to spread it. You know what I mean?
It's like you're worldwide.
Chelsea, I represent you in the places that you don't have to be. You know what I mean?
And that's
what we do it for. That's what we do it for.
You know, I had something in my head and the mouth was speaking and the brain wasn't braining. And that's fine.
Happens to me all the time. Charles, I love you so much. You are truly the best. I'm hopefully going to be in Orlando soon, and we're gonna
my dog park.
We'll go to the dog park and hang out. Keep crushing it, absolutely. And I cannot wait to see what's in store for you for 2026 because I'm hoping we'll see you in WrestleMania in Vegas. Tickets are on sale already. We saw the graphic with all the boys at the table.
You saw that,
dude?
I'm about to Photoshop myself into.
Can you please? I'm like, Chelsea would look really good, right?
The audacity for me to post that without a woman in it.
You did post it. I was like, damn, Chelsea should at least be handling the cards. Like, you got to be the guy. I don't know.
Gabby, just you wait until my face is on every one of those men's heads.
Oh my God. Someone's going to do it now, especially. They're going to post it up with just all Chelsea Green faces. And guess what? That's the one that I'm going to repost at the end of the day. I could probably do it. I can get Tony to do it. Maybe that'll be the graphic for the show. The episode.
Please send it to me. Please, I'm too busy to ask my graphic designer to make it. Please.
We'll ask Tony. Tony's a good egg and he loves you. So we can make it happen. We have no pictures together.
Tony.
I know. He said to say hi. He's working. We have no pictures together. So that's what we're going to do next time we're together because it's bizarre.
100%.
I love you. Thank you so much for the time. Go rest in how you can. I know you have a lot of work going on and
round 3 soon.
Right. Yes. Round 3, you're going to be up to Cody Rhodes level. Cody's been on 3 times. So.
Oh, okay. We're all right. We're on it. We're getting round 3, 4, and 5 then.
Thank you. Thank you so much. Everyone listening, be safe, enjoy, and love Chelsea Green. Salute to Chelsea Green.